All right, they're still celebrating out in the Redskins locker room back in California. Let's head on out to the Rose Bowl, and Bernie Smilovitz standing by.
All right, welcome back to the Redskins locker room here in Pasadena, California. The Super Bowl champion, Washington Redskins, Neil Olkowitz, Charlie Brown, Charlie Taylor, and I'm more excited than you guys are, and Pete Cronin. First, let me start with Pete, okay, because he made things a little interesting with the special teams in the first half.
Well, only thing I can say is we were a little excited, maybe a little bit too excited, and thank God there's halftime in football. We had a chance to come in here, get our composure back, and go out and do what we should do.
I was telling Charlie before, I was standing with Jack Cook on the sidelines, and when you caught that touchdown pass with about 2 minutes to go, he punched me in the stomach. He said, "That's it. You made a great catch."
Well, our owners like that, too. He gets really excited. But on that pass play was a corner pass right. I had man coverage. He tried to bump me at the line of scrimmage. I got away, and it was left up to Joe and myself to connect on the pass.
Neil Olkowitz, who went to the University of Maryland, a guy everyone said shouldn't even be in the pros, and he's going to wear a Super Bowl ring.
Yeah, it's a little extra incentive. I'll tell you, it's nice to be world champs, and we're going to relax for a couple months, and I'm sure Washington's not going to let us forget it.
Defense did a fabulous job in the second half. You just completely shut Miami down.
Yeah, we made a few adjustments at halftime, and they kind of went away from the game plan a little bit. And, of course, with Riggins running like he did, it kind of scared them, and they needed some more points, so it worked out well.
Can you explain the feeling that's going through you now, or is it you need a couple days, I think, to settle in?
Yeah, definitely. You know, after last week, that was one great game, and now this week really adds the icing to the cake, and we're going to enjoy it for a long time.
Charlie, any feelings on what's going through your mind now?
Well, I tell you one thing for sure. You know, I'm the greatest and I'm the happiest person in the world. You know, I just got to compliment my teammates on helping us to get here, and it was 49 men that done the job today.
Here's a guy who was just activated not too long ago. This has got to be a day for you to remember.
This is all time. 6 years I've been waiting for something like this, and it happened. We got the greatest group of guys in the National Football League, and it's evident because we're the best team in the National Football League.
That was a lot of it here, right? It was the 49 guys all working together, basically.
Oh, definitely. No one group did it. We all did it together, and that's the best part of it, really.
What are you going to do now? I mean, how can you top this, or can you top this?
Well, everybody's going to be gunning for us next year. We'll be ready for that, but right now, just rest and relaxation.
All right, enjoy it. Charlie Brown, Neil Olkowitz, and Pete Cronin, congratulations, you guys.
Man. Thanks a lot.
Played a super game, and I'll let you know Washington's going berserk over you.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah. All right, that is it from the Redskins locker room for the moment. I'm Bernie Smilovitz, Metro Media Sports. Back to you, Al.
All right, Bernie, that's it from the locker room, but we will have more.
We're going to have dancing in the streets, right? Dancing in the streets in Georgetown when we come back. You want out there.
6:47. In the news this morning, the city of Washington plans a huge welcome home for the Super Bowl champion Redskins. To celebrate the big win over Buffalo, D.C. will host a 2-hour rally tomorrow on the Mall beginning at 11 a.m. Officials plan to close several thoroughfares around 3rd Street Northwest tomorrow, so plan accordingly or just plan to be there to welcome the Skins. Now, fans are urged to use Metro if you attend. Organizers say the festivities will include a pep rally, speeches, and local high school bands.
A little bit later in the program, we'll be talking with some D.C. officials responsible for that to get all the details.
Good evening. Despite the rain, it's been a super day for our Super Redskins. As thousands upon thousands jammed the streets of Washington to pay tribute to the world champs, everyone from local congressmen to D.C., Virginia, and Maryland government officials, and of course the fans were there, and they all came to celebrate. Metro Media 5's James Adams was also among the throng.
The rain just seemed to fuel the fire. It was inspirational. In fact, it was hog weather, and 500,000 fans wallowed in it for the greater part of the day. And it was a blessing in disguise. The politicians who gathered in front of the district building kept their speeches and proclamations short, and the fans got what they wanted, a chance to hear from the toughest football team in the world.
And I want each one of you to know, on behalf of the Redskins and your team, that each one of you, everybody that's pulled for the Redskins over the years and been through the hard times and the good times, there's no other fans like our fan, and I want you to know that each one of you has a small piece of this trophy today.
But there was one thing missing at the district building gathering. That was number 44, the Diesel, DC's JR, John Riggins. So Mark Murphy spoke for the team.
We put you through a lot this year, through bad weather, through a lot of different things, and you've just been fantastic. And every player really appreciates everything you've done. Thank you.
The speech is over. The plan was for a parade, but the fans lined up on Constitution Avenue and made a gold line stand. It was harder for the buses carrying the players to gain yardage than it was for the team in last Sunday's game. But somehow, everyone seemed satisfied. In Washington, there's almost never an event without political overtones, and the president's decision to give 350,000 federal workers 2 hours off generated some controversy. It cost the Fed $7 million.
Parade's a disaster. Are you a federal worker? Yes, I am. What do you think about getting the time off to 2 hours? For this? Yeah. It's a waste of time.
That's great. Yeah, we have to take 16 hours and 6 weeks now.
You can bet the people who make cold medicine were grinning from ear to ear. Anyway, there was an attempt at a parade, but many of the participants eventually gave up or didn't even try because of the crowd. The Redskins wound up the day's activities at the Hyatt Regency with a congressional reception, but first they were greeted by their namesakes. The ballroom was decorated with a variety of ice sculptures, and to everyone's surprise, John Riggins did show up, explaining that his watch was still on California time and he overslept. When the party was over, the Redskins said their thanks.
Unbelievable. I was in Pittsburgh for 4 years, and when I was here, they had 2 receptions for the Steelers, but it was nothing like this.
Coach Ali used to say the rain is Redskin weather, so I guess it works that way for the fans, too.
In the words of Coach Gibbs, who's number one? We all are. James Adams, Metro Media News.
They certainly are. Take what in? Oh yeah, definitely. The crowd is amazing. I believe what's happening, yeah, the Redskins are on the buses. Not today. What they've done is, remember when the hostages returned? They've just put them on buses and they're waving out the bus window. Joe Gibbs is at the first window on this first bus. There's a sea of people. Ross, can you hear me? If we get a shot here, we've got Joe Gibbs on the first bus. There's an umbrella blocking him. He's the first, right there at the first window, with the coat and tie on. Head coach Joe Gibbs. What that man did in 2 years. You know he's having the time of his life. Don Bro is right behind him. There's Wayne Sevier. There's Larry Peccatello. Joe Bugle. Here's your second bus. Wish they'd open the windows, we'd get a better look at them. Ross, I get the feeling this started as one of the slowest parades in history, but could end up as one of the fastest. You know, this whole thing everyone feels is a dream still, and it really hasn't sunk in that they've won the Super Bowl, but a paycheck for $36,000 in that Super Bowl ring will definitely let them know that it did happen. Yes, it was, and I couldn't tell who was in it.